Okay, I am here in the foundation week of your workbook, and I just want to give you a quick rundown now of how you're going to use the activity log section here with finding your baby's habits and making sure you can have this foundation week really maximized. I am on in the beginning of, I think it's page 3 here, when it goes through and talks about mommy log time, what your daily routine is. I want you to first just write down what your normal day-to-day life is like. When you do carpool runs, when you go out, when you normally go grocery shopping, things that could potentially affect that. And we go through this again in the slides that you just watched, but the biggest part that I want you to see here is moving down here on page 5, we have something that starts an activity log. And if you can see, there's day 1, you scroll down, then there's night 1, then there's day 2 and night 2. And this is when you are really going to be able to use all of the ideas that we spoke about in the routine foundation week slides about your right sleep window and making sure your baby doesn't get too overtired and making sure you create the ideal schedule and making sure you have proper wind down routine. This is the baseline of this activity log when you're going to take a break for a few days and fill this in is really what you're going to use to help determine what the ideal routine is. So you can see there's different letters here. A for awake, E when your baby's eating, S when your baby's sleeping, irritable, T trying to put to sleep, and it goes by half-hour increments here, starting at 7 a.m. all the way down to 6:30 p.m. and that's during the day. Little section for notes, and then you'll move down also by starting night 1, and again, half-hour increments from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. Then you move to day 2 and then to night 2. Now, obviously, filling this in for 2 days is enough that you will be able to see when your child's right sleep window is, when you're missing that window, when your child's potentially more overtired, the ideal schedule to have, but it's only a starting point. I want you to fill this in first and then go down here, and I'm just using this workbook as an example. You may or may not be in this age bracket, but obviously you have your sample routines for your workbook in your age bracket. Then I want you to go down and compare it to the sample routines that I have here if your child is this age or whatever age that you are at. And using the windows that you find, the right sleep window for your child, the right schedule for you, based on your child's personality, your daily routine, what you feel like your child's sleep needs are, compare it to what I have written here with examples, okay? And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down a little more, and then you're going to make your own routine. You're going to start with a bedtime routine and incorporating different wind down ideas we talked about. You know, first a bath, then a diaper change, then lotion, then lullabies, then book, then bedtime, and a little notes you want to do for yourself. And then you're going to go through this a little more. But what you want to do, and then we're already in the next section here, but you really want to use this to maximize things as much as possible to set your child up with having an amazing routine from morning till night with naps and feeding times, and then making sure you incorporate a good wind down ritual. You know, ready, set routine that we talked about there to make sure everything's in there. And we talk about, you know, there's a lot of different ideas here. And including a nap time ritual, making sure that you can just have everything set up properly. So really the ideal ultimate goal is that you're going to be able to create your best routine here based on everything that you see. So you first fill in the activity log, fill that in, then after you have some gauger to work with, then move to the sample routines, compare it, and then I want you to go here and then fuse it all together. Okay, that's what you're going to do is you're going to fuse everything together based on the sample routines here and create your own routine for your child. When you're going to wake up, when you're going to feed your child, when the naps are going to be, when bedtime's going to be, and just write that, try to find a middle ground that you find between your activity log that you filled in and the samples that I have for you. And then once that's there, then you go into the rituals, getting ready for bed, setting up proper bedtime routines and nap time routines. But I want to make sure that you understand that really well because this activity log is the key, okay? I can sit here and talk your ear off right and left about the best routine for your child and this and that, but the only one who's going to be able to gauge it best is you. So fill in this activity log. I'm telling you it's going to help you so much because you are going to see with your own eyes after learning about your child's sleep what is working and what is not. And then from there, you can go through it all and create the ideal routine based on your findings and comparing it to everything else. And like I said, make sure to include nap time rituals, make sure to include bedtime rituals, and then you'll just get a full even picture of helping your child be less overtired because that's the point of this first week of foundation week before moving to the next step. Just want to be clear on that. Make sure you see it. Maximize this workbook because it's awesome and it's going to help you so much.